One of the most exciting moments for any high school athlete is receiving an offer to the next level. While signing those letters of intent has traditionally been on National Signing Day, February 5th, with the early signing period coming up Wednesday, December 18th, some players will be making an important decision this week. The road from recruiting to committing can be anything but easy. It's one of the most competitive aspects of college football. And we're not talking about the X's and O's of what happens on the gridiron.
I'll be signing Wednesday, either Ole Miss, Alabama, or Auburn.
We're talking about recruiting. Each year, coaches spend early mornings, late evenings, and weekends on the recruiting trail, all in hopes of securing the best talent in the state and in the country.
We've dominated it, working hard to keep our third consecutive top 25 class.
Had a meeting with a recruit last night, and then I think 8 o'clock or something last night, and then had another one starting at 6:30 a.m. today.
For the most part, football coaches have until February 5th to win over potential talent. However, with players opting to sign during the early period on December 18th, the timeline for coaches has shortened. Mississippi State head coach Joe Moorhead has spent plenty of time on the recruiting trail, ringing the bell and building his future roster.
And all four corners of the state, and a bunch of others, highways, dirt roads, Delta, Coast, it's been awesome. Great reception from the coaches, great reception from the kids and their parents, and quite frankly, every gas station you pop in or store to get a Diet Dew and a bag of chips, there's maroon and white everywhere. And
Coach Moorhead already has commitments from Brandon quarterback Will Rogers and D'Iberville wide receiver Jaden Wally, just to name a couple. Ole Miss head football coach Lane Kiffin is in a different boat. After only taking over as the Rebels' new leader on December 8th, Kiffin has to work quick to maintain former head coach Matt Luke's commits. While the Rebels have seen a few losses since Luke's untimely departure, others, like Winona quarterback and Darius Coffey, don't mind the sudden coaching change.
He's going to bring a lot of excitement to the school, change a lot of things around. I was really signed to play for Ole Miss. I never just looked at playing for a coach. I was just looking at playing for the school.
For Coach Kiffin, building a solid roster starts from the ground up.
They're not going to all be 5-stars, so developing the bottom of the roster so they can be productive and help us play.
For Division I, high school football players have from December 18th through December 20th to sign during the early period. Those going D1 that are waiting until National Signing Day will have from that day on February 5th through April 1st, whereas those going Division II can sign from the 5th through August 1st of 2020. Former Mississippi State quarterback Dak Prescott in a confusing situation during the Cowboys game today. More on that and scores from the NFL when we come back.
His heads, Dallas has won the toss.
Go defense. We want to kick it. Kicking it that way.
You want to kick?
We defer the second half. Yes.
Okay, you're going to kick.
Yeah.
Some confusion for former Mississippi State quarterback and Dallas Cowboys QB Dak Prescott. As you just heard, Prescott initially asked to defer until the second half. However, the referee, Walt Anderson, thought Prescott said the Cowboys were looking to kick instead. The mistake ultimately would have caused the Cowboys' opponent, the LA Rams, to receive the ball in the first and second half. All's well that ends well. Everything eventually was straightened out and the Cowboys received the ball to start the second half. And the early confusion clearly not affecting Prescott or the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas taking down the LA Rams 44-21. And how about the outing for Prescott? 15 of 23 for 212 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Some more NFL scores for you. The Tennessee Titans at home hosting the Texans. Titans fall 24-21. Former Ole Miss wide receiver A.J. Brown with 114 yards and a touchdown. How about this? The Atlanta Falcons topping the San Francisco 49ers 29-22. Just the third loss all season for the playoff-bound San Francisco team. On the flip side, the 5th win of the season for Atlanta. The Falcons will host the Jaguars next Sunday. So far, 2 Mississippi State Bulldogs have declared for the 2020 NFL Draft. Running back Kylan Hill and cornerback Cam Dantzler. Always the biggest question when players declare, will they participate in the team's postseason? Hill opting to play in the Music City Bowl, while Dantzler making the decision to sit out. As far as what goes into players making that decision, well, here's what head coach Joe Moorhead had to say.
To me, generally speaking, if you have to convince a kid to play in the game, then he should probably move on.
Yeah.
But I went back and had Will Ryman, our guy, do some of the research. And 3 seasons ago, I believe it was 3 guys 2 seasons ago, I think it was between right around 15 to 16, guys that didn't play in the bowl game, and I think last year it was 17 or 18, and then ranked out with what rounds they went in. And once again, that's information that we provide, and I understand it. Kids need to make a decision that's in their best interest, and we got to also be mindful of the other guys that we have on the team for the game that we have to win.
The 2019 winner and 85th recipient of the Heisman Memorial Trophy is Joe Burrow.
In case you missed it, LSU quarterback Joe Burrow was named the 2019 Heisman Trophy recipient on Saturday. A well-deserved honor. Burrow threw for an SEC record of 48 touchdown passes and 4,715 yards this season while leading the Tigers to win the SEC crown. Burrow is just the second player in LSU history to win the award. Running back Billy Cannon, the first Tiger recipient. That was back in 1959. Burrow beats out Oklahoma QB Jalen Hurts, Ohio State QB Justin Fields, and Ohio State defensive end Chase Young for the coveted trophy. That's it for sports. We'll have more for you when we come back. Stay with us.